Hey everybody, welcome to Beautiful Vibes. Today's session, I have learned how to actually clean my vacuum cleaner inside. So I'm proud of myself. Usually I just take it outside and you see I dump it. You have this right here. Of course, you have to dump this out, right? It's got a lot of stuff in the bottom of it. But then you also have the problem with the inside. So, when you're cleaning and you're trying to get in the hard spaces, sorry, dust is in my nose. You try to get in them hard spaces with the wand. So, the wand, which is this right here. So you try to get in those spaces with that, and you just can't realize how to tear it apart and actually clean it. So today I'm kind of showing you a DIY of how to do that. I mean, I'm sure people know how to do this, but like I didn't until now. So yeah. So my vacuum is the Dirt Devil Power Max Rewind for pets. So let me go ahead and show you that. Okay, so you see right here, this is your vacuum. That is your cup right here that takes in all your dirt. And the lid is somewhere. It's over there. So the lid has a filter on it, of course. Of course, you take that outside and dump it. And then you also have your cleaning wand right here. So, this is the thing that you take, to get those hard to reach spots in your house. So then what I also did, I took this part right here and I unscrewed all these screws down here, right? Because you want to clean the inside of the vacuum cleaner, and it has this band. This is what keeps your roller onto your vacuum part. And I was wondering why it was so stopped up. As you can see, it has a bunch of built up dust and all kind of stuff, hair, everything on the roller. But most of the junk I found was inside here, because this is your tube that you use when you clean those hard to reach spots. This is where all the dust and dirt goes, right? Okay, so then this is the part that goes like this. And all I did was take this, unscrew it, and screw all these 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Well, we might have 4 on each side sometimes. So what I did, I unscrewed them, and then I took the vacuum apart, right? Then I cleaned out the inside. So yeah, let me just DIY it for you. Okay, so this is the part that goes on the bottom. This is where you vacuum everything up. So I've already cleaned most of my roller off. Now you can actually take it out of here and you can actually pick the hair off of it, clean it off. But I'm gonna do that a little bit here and kind of get in there with it, And it seems like a lot of the hair, gets tangled around the part, of course, Especially if you have ladies that have long hair or men that have long hair, you know what I'm talking about. So it gets caught all in there. Of course, you're not going to be completely clean. You're not going to be able to get all of this out, of the bristles. But that is what's holding your vacuum back a lot of times. Like right here, you can see I have a entanglement between these bars. So I'm just going to take that out. And I have some more right here. It's kind of hard to get to these spots a little bit. So what I do, I can take my screwdriver and kind of get in there with it, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of pull it down. A lot of it. Okay, so now that I have it cleaned mostly, I'm gonna take it, put it back under here, and then what I'm gonna do is put it back over here. This is kind of hard to do. So it was right here when I took it off. And it's supposed to be tight, so make sure it's tight, right? This is how your vacuum is gonna roll. You see how it's rolling? Because that fan keeps it on. So that's how it's rolling. And it's supposed to roll, apparently. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna put this back on here. Okay. Now this might be the hard part to do. Is make sure it's attached. Might have to beat it on there, but overall, we got it done. So now I'm gonna take this and screw it back in. Now you can kind of take your fingers and kind of screw it in a little bit so it doesn't fall out. Screw it in. Make sure it's screwed in tight because you want it to be tight. You don't want it to be falling out. Oh, you know what? I forgot one thing. I forgot to put this back on. So this is your little cleaner thing I was talking about. You're going to put it back on. You're going to put it on this suction thing right here. You want it to be tight on there. You can also kind of screw it around, make sure it's on there. See, it's not gonna come off, so you kind of gotta mess with it, test it. Okay, so I got that part back on here. Now, this part goes, let's see, this is the wheels for it. So the wheels go like this. Okay, so they go somehow. Okay. My leg's falling asleep over here. This part was right here. Or somehow. I think it goes like that. Let's see. Maybe. I know it goes somewhere. Okay, let me get this back on here and I'll come back. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did to get this back on. So there's two little hooks right here. So you have this plate, right? It's your wheels. So let me just let me up close. So you have these two little, let me face it toward me. So you have this notch and you have this notch. So it's a little bit complicated. You would think like, well, how does it go? So it goes on there before I put the other thing on there. So it goes in this slot, but first you slide it in there. Okay, I just had it. Okay. Let's see. There we go. And then it lays flat like that. So then you turn it back over, and then you put your little pieces on there. Okay. Now, I'll put this back on here. You should hear a click when you put it back on there, right? Okay. And here's my screw. I'm gonna put it in here. Where is my screwdriver? Okay. Alright, so I got those screws in. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my other screws back in. So the first one is somewhere. Ow. Okay, I found it. Okay, so these three go right in here, if I'm correct, because there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There's 2 small ones. There's 3 or 4 big ones. But either way. Sorry, it's loud. I have nephews and everything. Okay. Okay, so now I have a little screw right here. I'm gonna put this in, this one. Okay, here's my next one. And it goes right here. Oops. Well, this one's kind of hard. I'm gonna have to angle that one. Okay. Now, then, then I have 2 more wherever these go. Yeah, so there's 1. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. one. And it goes right here. Okay, now I'm gonna see if it vacuums good. That probably solved. Half the problem. Okay.